welcome to section 4.1 part 2. In this video, we'll be discussing how to solve systems of equations, but not with two equations. Now we'll be doing three equations and three unknowns. Take a look. Here's three equations. Boom. And each one of these has three unknowns, an x, a y, and a z. Oh, it's time. This is a lot harder. I often call these the beast problems. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to kill the beast. I say we kill the beast. Let's go. Now, before we start killing these beasts, we need to understand what this is. This is an equation with three unknowns. And so visually, this is a 3D equation. This is three-dimensional because it has an x, a y, and a z. And a line in three space is known as a plane. So what we're dealing with are three planes. The first equation is plane number 1. The second equation is plane number 2. And the third equation is plane number 3. And what we need to know is what this looks like visually. So here is a picture to help you understand. Three equations can intersect in a couple different ways. This is the most common right here. Most common is this bottom one. Notice that you have three planes and they intersect at one specific point. Here it is. That's the intersection. Notice that the blue plane, the red plane, and green plane all intersect here at this point. Our answer will be an x, y, z. In other words, we're going to have to find x, we'll have to find y, and we'll have to find z. In all these other situations, in this one right here, their intersection is a line. Notice that all these planes intersect at this line right here. This is where we'll get all real numbers, meaning that there's multiple answers. There's lots of points where all three planes touch. In these three examples here, and here, notice that no plane, there's nowhere where all three planes touch. And this is an example of no solution, because there's not one single spot where all three planes touch. And so there's your three possible outcomes. You could have a point as an answer, a point in x, y, z, a point in three space. You could have all real numbers where there's lots of different points that are a solution, meaning that the answer is a line. Or you could have no solution where there's not a single point involved. So let's talk about how to kill the beast. It's a 7-step process. I've written it up here. The most important step is step number 1. Please, when you do this, you want to write the problem in the middle of your page, because what's going to happen is these get really nasty. That's why they're called beast problems. You'll want to stay really organized. What's going to happen is we're going to work to the left and to the right of this problem. And so you want to make sure to put the problem in the middle of the page. Step number 2 is the same as when we were solving two equations with two unknowns. You got to pick something to kill. What are we going to kill? Now, you're going to want to look at each one and decide what's the easiest to kill. As I look at the x's, I say, it could be done. As I look at the y's, I really like the y's. I'd probably kill the y's on this one because here I have a -1 and then a 2 and a 3. That's easy enough to kill. The z's, you could also do the z's, but it's not, I don't know. I'm going to kill the y's. When I look at this one, I say, let's kill the y. I'm going to write it on the top of the page, at the top of the problem right here. It's important that you list out what you're killing, because on these types of problems, you're going to have to kill that same variable twice. If you say you're going to kill the y's, you've got to kill them twice, once to the right and once to the left. Now let me show you what I mean by that. So I'm going to take these two equations right here, and I'm going to kill the y's. Now notice I have a +2 here. That means I need what value here? I need a -2. Yeah, if you've got a +2, we need the opposite value right here. So I'm going to multiply the bottom equation times 2. When I do that, I get x plus 2y plus z equals 8 on top. And then here for this middle equation, because I'm timesing it by 2, I get 6x minus 2y minus 4z equals -10. Okay? I multiplied the middle equation by 2 because I wanted to have a +2 and a -2. Now those are going to kill. When we add these together, I get 7x. Notice the y's are killed. Minus 3z equals -2. Again, I'm adding these together. That's how I added the x and the 6x to get 7x. I added the z's to get -3z, and I added the numbers to get -2. Okay, We killed the y's once to the right. I now need to kill the y's to the left. I need to pick two different equations and kill. I think I'm going to pick this one and this one to kill. So here I'm going to take this equation and I'm going to times it by, we need to get a -3. So I'm going to times it by 3. When I do that, I get 9x minus 3y minus 6z equals -15. I'm not going to do anything with the bottom equation other than just write it out. Okay, so notice I now have opposite values. I'm killing the y twice. Please make sure not to kill different variables. That would be bad. When I add these together, I get 11x. Notice the y's are gone. Minus 5z equals -4. Okay, perfect. So notice I killed the y's twice, once to the right and once to the left. That leaves us with two equations now. It leaves us with this one right here and this one right here. And notice this is the same as our last lesson. Our last lesson, we learned how to solve two systems with two unknowns. And so you guys should be able to do this. I'm going to rewrite them here. 7x minus 3z equals -2. And 11x minus 5z equals -4. Now I just have to kill now I need to kill something else. Take a look. This is step number 4 now. In step number 4, we're using the two new equations and picking a new variable to kill. So we killed the y's both times on the first ones. Now we got to kill something else. Do you want to kill the x's or kill the z's? I don't know. They both look hard. Let's just kill the z's. Kill z. Again, I'm writing it at the top, and I'm going to kill the z. The common denominator between -3 and -5, the common multiple is 15. So I'm going to multiply this one times 5 to get 35x minus 15z equals -10. And on this one here, I need to get a positive 15, so I'm going to times by -3. That gets me -33x plus 15z equals positive 12. And when I add those down, I get 2x. Notice the z's are canceled. They get killed. That was my purpose of that. And -10 plus 12 is 2. Oh, perfect. And so now we just need to solve. We divide each side by 2, and I get x equals 1. Boom! But I'm not done yet, okay? Remember, our answer when having 3 planes, our answer, if it's a point, is going to be an x, a y, and a z. We've only found the x so far. So where do we need to go? Well, we need to go back to one of our new equations, okay? We're not going to come back here to an original because those have x, y, and z in them. Instead, we're going to go back to one of our new equations, like right up here, to this green one, okay? And that step is right here. Take a look, step 6. In step 5, we solved. We got x equals 1. Now, in step 6, we're going to plug the answer into one of our new previous equations to get our second answer. So notice when I plug 1 into this, I get 7 times 1 minus 3 times z equals -2. Well, that's 7 minus 3z equals -2. And when I add this 7 over, I subtract the 7 minus 7 minus 7, I get -3z equals -9. And that means I get, when I divide by -3, I get z equals 3. There's another answer. So now I've got the x answer. Now I've got the z answer. To get the y answer, we're going to have to go all the way back. That's step 7. Plug both our first and second answers that we got now into one of the originals. We're going to come all the way back to an original. It doesn't matter which one we do. You can pick the first one, the second one, or the third one. I'm going to pick the first one. I'm going to plug it in right here into this one. So it's x plus 2y plus z equals 8. And I'm going to plug, remember, our x equals 1. So I get 1 plus 2y plus my z is 3. And that equals 8. So 1 plus 3, that's 4. So I get 2y plus 4 equals 8. We minus the 4, we get 2y equals 4. And when we divide by 2 to both sides, we end up getting y equaling 2. And there it is. There's my answer. My x value is 1, my y value is 2, and my z value is 3. And I write my answer as a point in 3 dimensions. And that's how we solve beastly problems. Again, let's look at it. We started with 3 equations. We went to 2 equations. We then got all the way down to 1 equation. We then plugged that 1 back into our 2, and then to get a new answer, and then we plugged both of those back into a 3 to get our new answer. Sometimes you could think of this as the 3, 2, 1, 2, 3 method. We went from 3 equations to 2 equations, onto 1 equation. We then plug that one back into one of the 2 equations, and then we plug both of those back into the 3 equations. Okay, so it's now your turn to give this 3 equation, 3 unknown beast a try. Write it in the middle of your paper. Go ahead and pause the video, and then see if you can get this one correct. Good luck, and don't forget to pick something to kill, and kill it twice. You can do it. When you're ready to check your answer, unpause the video, and we'll see how you did. Okay, let's go. We got to pick something to kill. That's step number 1. Well, step 1 is to write it in the middle of the page, then pick something to kill. When I looked at this, the y's look bad this time. 5, 3, 2, no. 2, 1, 7, negative 1, 3, 1. Ooh, I like that. I like killing the z's. I think that's a smart call here. You could have tried something else, but I think the z's are the easiest. Okay, I'm going to kill the z's twice. Once to the right. Let's see, I'm going to pick the top 2 equations. I have a positive 3 here, so I need a negative 3 right there. I'm going to times it by 3. That gets me 6x plus 15y minus 3z equals 9. And then I didn't do anything to the bottom equation. I got x minus 3y plus 3z equals 5. And I'm going to add these down together. I get 7x plus 12y. Notice that my z's are gone. I did that on purpose. I'm killing the z's. Equals 14. Okay, I've got to kill the z's again. I'm going to kill them this time with this one and this one. Okay, I don't actually have to multiply by anything. The z's will automatically kill on this one, which is nice. 7x plus 2y plus z equals 15. You see what's happening? I already have a positive z and a negative z, so they're going to cancel out. 2x plus 7x, that's 9x. 5y plus 2y, that's 7y. The z's are gone, and I get 3 and 15, which is 18. These are my 2 new equations right here. Chink, chink. And now I'm going to need to kill those. Pick something else to kill. I'm going to write these right on top of each other. 9x plus 7y equals 18. Okay, well, I need to kill. I'm going to kill, I guess, the x's. Those are the smallest numbers. I'm going to select kill x. It's a little tough because it's a 7 and a 9. The only multiple between 7 and 9 is 63. So I'm going to have to make these 63. I'm going to times this one by 9 to get 63x plus, what's 9 times 12? 9 times 12. 108y equals 14 times 9. That's 126. Okay, not bad. Now I need to get, if I'm killing the x's, I need 63 and negative 63. So I'm going to times this one by negative 7. 9 times negative 7, well, that's negative 63x. And minus 49y equals 18 times 7, negative 7, right? That's negative 126. Okay, so when I add these down, notice that the 63 x's, they cancel out. I'm left with 108y minus 49y. That's 59y equals, whoa, these cancel out. I get 0. And so when you divide by 59, we get y equals 0. Excellent. We got our first answer. We went from 3 to 2 to 1. Okay, now we need to plug y equals 0 into one of our 2's. Let's do that here in a new color. Let's do it in orange. I'm going to plug that in right into this equation. So it's 7x plus 12y, but we will know y is 0. We're left with 7x equals 14. And when you divide both sides by 7, you end up getting x equals 2. Ooh. So we got y equals 0. x equals 2, we just need to find the z. We can do that by going back to one of our original equations. Let's see, I'm just going to use this one here. I'll do it in purple. I'm going to use this equation. This is one of the originals. And so we're going to take and plug in 7x. Well, we know x is 2. Plus 2y, we know y is 0. Plus z equals 15. So we get 14 plus 0 plus z equals 15. And when we minus the 14 over, minus 14, we get z equals 1. And that's it. Our final answer we're going to write as a point in 2 space. That gets us 2, 0, 1. And that's how we kill the beast.